Hey everybody, welcome to Functional Fitness. This is going to be your last Functional Fitness for 2024.
We're not doing one on Christmas Day.
Absolutely not.
Oh. I
I will not be hanging out with you.
see your dedication. Okay.
Your wife might also kill you if you try and show up for FFU on Christmas Day. So
Maybe I'll do like a family edition.
Oh, that might be really entertaining. If you want to do a family edition, I'll do a family edition with you, and we can have all these crazy people, and we can have them answer questions that they learned from us this year.
That would be kind of actually rather interesting.
That would be way more fun.
Or for them to share their favorite or their best health and fitness tip.
Oh, that would be fun. Maybe we should just record those and make a fun little reel for everyone to have on. We have some plans, some content plans. Aaron, I hope you watch at least the first 5 minutes of this episode so you can do this for us. Okay, so today we are going to talk about fitness trends in 2024. Did we love stuff? Did we hate stuff? What do we recommend bringing it into 2025? Are you ready to begin, Trevor Whitwer?
Love it.
Okay. High intensity interval training, HIIT.
Meh.
Maybe, you know what? People are really into underrated, overrated. Maybe I should have went that way. I'm going to say that if you have less than 5 hours a week worth of exercise, not worth it. There's so many better things that you could be applying in your health and fitness than HIIT training.
I would say overrated, but if we define high intensity interval training as like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, stuff like that, then I would say meh. I don't know, but if I don't so my VO2 max training could be considered high intensity interval training because I am working at a high intensity for 3 to 5 minutes and I'm resting for 3 minutes. So I think it comes down to training that improves the quality we are trying to improve, right? And not just training to train, but like training to improve certain qualities. I think sometimes people just like train to get tired, which isn't necessarily the best way to train. Like we want to actually be going after certain qualities. So high intensity interval training doesn't always go after certain qualities. I would call it like glycolytic training, which is great to help buffer lactic acid and all that kind of stuff. But doing it all the time at the frequency and duration that a lot of people do it, to me, leads to more breakdown. And so more overuse injuries, just more not great things. I think it can be used as a tool, and I think it can be awesome. I think people just do too much of it.
Agreed. I think that there's other things that you can do, like strength training, that's going to be a big bang for your buck too, that people miss out on to do more HIIT for insert whatever reason. All right, the next one is going to be wearables, wearable technology.
Dude, I'm all in. I'm all in. So I would give that a thumbs up. I've got my Garmin watch on. I've got my Morpheus that I use on a regular basis. I don't do Aura, but there's probably some value there as well. But I like to use wearable that actually impacts my behavior. So my Morpheus actually impacts my behavior. I use it to gauge my endurance training, my cardiovascular training. My Garmin actively changes my behavior because I can see my steps and just see if I'm down or where I'm at on any given day. So I don't know. I like wearable tech that actually influences, not just collecting data to collect data, which I think a lot of people do with like sleep data. They just collect it.
So I was wearing my Aura ring and I was wearing my watch, and I am not wearing my Aura ring because my watch gives me enough data that, I think is useful and trackable and I can pay attention to things. But are you letting the data dictate what you do? Like, I know a lot of people love their Whoop, and their Whoop will tell them that they shouldn't train today. They need to recover. But like, what if you feel spectacular? So like, you also need to have some body awareness, and are you aware of what your body is ready to do? So I'm all in on fitness trackers. I'm with Trevor. I wear a Garmin watch. I use it for a ton of things. I am kind of big on steps, so I like to make sure I get 7,500 every day. And I mean, like, if I have 6,000, I'm going to walk for 1,500 steps because I know that I'll feel better. Or feel like I did something. If I had to get less than 7,500 steps, I probably didn't move enough throughout the day. So I know it's important. And the Morpheus for training, hands down, I am fully in on it. And the more I read and research, the more I'm like, yeah, this is where it's at. So, all right, online fitness coaching.
Online fitness coaching. Um, I like I'm all in on it. Like I think it's a great um like it's just interesting, right? Like you can work with some of the best coaches from anywhere at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um and so I like that aspect of it. I like the convenience aspect of it. I mean, we have aspects of it in functional fitness. Like I may only work with a client once a week, but they're getting programming the rest of the week to do on their own. And so that's kind of quote unquote online type fitness. But I also think there's a ton of value in the in person, especially if someone is new to fitness. Like if you've never done any strength training before, ever, or just uncomfortable with it, you're going to get way out more out of working with someone in person than you are with trying to just like hire an online coach to do that stuff because it's really hard as a beginner, I think, with online coaching. For a client that is a little bit more advanced, yeah, like I think online coaching can be a great tool.
I think yes, but I'm seeing that online coaching can be just as expensive as in-person coaching. So watch your price points that you're at because you can still get really great coaching at a pretty reasonable thing. Also, what kind of feedback do you need? Online program can be or online coaching can be pretty broad, from like $29 a month to $429 a month. And what is the value that you're getting? I love the coaches that do form feedback and that kind of stuff. So are they watching videos of you doing the exercises and giving you corrections, or are you just getting a program online and following it?
Mm-hmm.
But if you are someone that needs the accountability and you need the support, you need a coach, whether that's online or in person. Like coaching is there. I would say that there's still a huge benefit from like real time feedback. You're doing it, I fix it, you repeat, and then you do the rest of your reps correctly versus that wait time of doing stuff right. But I'm a like, work out with in person 1, 2, 3 times a week and complete the rest of your workouts on your own. I don't need to be there for everything. But I think like, can you get more in and can you get a better quality workout because you have a coach? I know no one loads you like having a coach load you. Like, let's be real. If someone's telling me I need to do a percentage of weight and they're not like, or I need to do this much, I might do 95 pounds again and again and again. Where that coach is going to say, hey, we've been doing this for a while. Are we ready to go up? Can we evaluate? Do we need to make some changes? You have real time and knowledge and experience. Working with coach gets you there faster, in person or online.
I mean, I think the sweet spot, honestly, is like a combination of the two. So I think the sweet spot is really, I mean, I think in a perfect world, without any geography, working with a coach once a week and then doing the rest on your own is probably like the nice, happy medium where you can get quick feedback, right? And then, but you also get some flexibility. And so I think that's the sweet spot. Like if we had to, like, if there weren't any constraints, that's probably what I would opt for. Because that allows a coach too to work with a lot of people, more people than they could if they're seeing every client 3 times a week, kind of thing. And like, let's be honest, like you don't need a coach for your cardio sessions. Like,
No, you don't.
so, um, so yeah, I like it.
All right. Virtual reality workouts.
I have never done one, so I don't know. It's probably still too early, would be my guess. It's probably fun and entertaining, but again, like, what's your goals?
It makes me think of Wii workouts. I haven't done one, but it makes me think of like when people got Wii's and they're like, I'm working out because I'm using my Wii. And I'm like, I don't really think it's the same thing. I think it could be fun. It could be a great way to get more movement and more activity, but I don't know if that would replace my gym time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about finding ways to make workouts entertaining, right? Because I think that helps to attract a broader population of people that should move a little bit more. And so, like, cool, I support it, but that's just not my world.
All right. You ready for the last one?
Yep.
At home fitness equipment or at home fitness, at home workouts, whatever we'd like to call it.
So I think at-home workouts are great as long as you have a setup, right? If we're just trying to do body weight stuff at home all day, every day, like I don't like I don't see a ton of success in that, at least for me. That's just not going to be. I need some equipment, and there's some value to going to a place, being around other people, right? Like, especially if you like work from home too. Like, if you work from home, you spend most of your time at home. The last thing I would ever want to do is work out from home as well, because like fitness can be a communal type thing. And so going to the gym, seeing people, having to, get out of your house and get out of your sweatpants. And like, I think there's a lot of value into going to places because we have associations. When I go to the gym, cool, my mind is about being at the gym. Whereas if I'm at home, like it's, oh, that's dirty, I need to clean that. It's like, I think you can become distracted very easily. But I think there's some value in having a few things at home where you can like, hey, quick, get one in if you need to and don't have to travel. But again, like all of these are like logistics. Is the gym 30 minutes from your house? Okay, cool. Then it make more sense to do a couple workouts at home, but let's get you some equipment type of thing. So
I think there's a minimum amount of equipment to make a workout worth it at home. I think you can, if it's like, hey, I need to get some movement and I feel like I need it, you maybe need a couple kettlebells and you can get some, like a good amount of stuff. You don't need to get crazy, but like, I think on the regular, the gym is where workouts should take place. Like you get it, it's a change in atmosphere, it's a change in pace. You have other people working towards the goals. You can see other people doing exercises that maybe you'd like to try or might be beneficial to your programming if you're doing it yourself. I think there's too much good things that could happen at the gym or too much stuff you are just never going to have at your house. Like, what do you not have access to that you could get if you have the gym? I'm not saying you need to go there every day for a workout, but even a $10 a month Planet Fitness membership that gets you in there using some different equipment and some different options is going to be huge. Also, monotony and boredom is a huge thing. Like I am all for repeating stuff over and over and over again. But we all know that when we swap from doing squats to doing a different variation of squats that we're really happy. And if you're at home and your only option is to load your squats with kettlebells, you're going to get bored a little bit quicker than having the option to having a landmine or having a barbell or having a leg press. Like I could list 7 other pieces of equipment that you could potentially find at a gym. I think you just get so much versatility, and not that you need to change every week or every day, because you definitely don't. I don't recommend that. I do think getting a change in your training block to use some different exercises and different variations can be a lot of fun, and keep you motivated.
right. And I think you hit the nail on the head as far as like it gives you variation, so it gives you some novelty without having to like reinvent the wheel, right? Just going from a goblet squat to a 2 kettlebell front rack to a barbell to a safety squat bar to a front squat to a back squat to an overhead squat. Like they're all still like a lower body loading pattern, but they're all done just a little bit different. And so it feels like something new. Load with a sandbag, load with a dumbbells, load with kettlebell. Like, I mean, the options are like endless, but we're still doing a squat. So it helps you to continue to work on the basics, but also get that dose of novelty that I think we need from time to time in order to keep us interested. So,
All right. Any other thoughts on trends or stuff that you saw in 2024 that you want to share with anybody?
no, I mean, I don't think so. I think those are good ones. We're
Okay.
going to do some 2025 ones, what are predictions more for 2025, and we'll talk about whether or not we think those are good things, bad things, where they're at. But yeah, it was fun.
All right. We will see you guys next year. If you have any fitness trends that you saw this year, anything you guys want to hear our opinion on or thoughts on going into 25, drop them in the comments and we will chat. We'll be back
See ya.
next year.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.